Hello class, this is Fatu Jete. Today I'll be teaching you guys how I created my correlation and multiple regression analysis data. Please bear with me, my voice is going away, so yeah. So the task for today for module 8 was to choose 3 factors from different domains, and the factors that I chose was uninsured, I chose Gini index, and the last thing I chose was PCT, percentage of households with only one occupant. So after I did that, the outcome I chose was premature death, the last one. After doing that, I created my Google Sheets. And I created this Google Sheets based off the information that was given to us from the professor. So the Excel was here. We just had to click on this and it will show us all of the other states and counties, all of their, it will show us all of their information and everything. It will show us everything we need to know. So based off these that I chose, uninsured and the other factors that I chose and the outcome, I went to the Excel that the professor provided for us, and I just copied and pasted the information from there. So for New York, I went to the Excel sheet. It's loading. So I went to the Excel sheet and I just copied it from that section and I pasted it for each and every factor and for the outcome. After doing that, I went to the correlation section. I had so much trouble doing this because based off the video that the professor gave us, which was this video, that was using Microsoft 10, and because I have a Mac, I had trouble having access to that, so I had to use Google Docs. I had to use Google Drive Sheets, yeah. So I used Google Sheets, and because I used Google Sheets, I had to do my correlation differently. Instead of using a data analysis, I had to, the YouTube video that the professor provided showed us how to incorporate the data analysis, and it'll just give us our information based off the input we put in. However, I had to do it differently. For my Google Sheets, I had to watch other videos from YouTube and Google, and a different student's video I watched that was very helpful to me. I forgot her name, but I watched her video and it showed me step-by-step process. So basically what I had to do was I had to press the equal sign, correlation, and then parentheses, and then you see how it says data Y and data X. I had to go back to my first data, copy and paste, because I want to get this information for this box, so I had to select information for Gini index and uninsured to get the correct correlation for those two. So because of that, I'm just going to show you an example. I highlighted all of this, and because this stops at 66, so it'll show me up here that what I highlighted is from D2 to D66. So then I put the comma sign and put the space because over here it also showed me to do that, and then I included the next data that I wanted to correlate it with, and I wanted to correlate it with Gini index. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a cold. So I had to highlight all of this again, and then after I highlighted it, I just put close parentheses, and then once I go to the correlation box, it already shows me my information. It shows me my answer. So I had to do this for all of, that's how I got my data for the rest of them. And because of this one, uninsured and uninsured, if I was to do it, I was going to get 1. Because, 1 times 1 is always going to be 1. So the correlation for uninsured and uninsured would be 1. So that's basically what I did all board, all across. I just erased the example. And then I had to do my regression. And for my regression, because I had a Mac, I just copied and pasted the information that I put from my data from my first page to this page for my regression page. And then because I had a MacBook, I had to add an add-on. So I downloaded an add-on, and then I just pressed start. And with this add-on, I had to use linear regression. And then for input Y, my input Y would be premature death. So I highlighted all of this. I highlighted everything for input Y. And once I click on it, it'll show me. And then for input X, I'm just gonna erase that. It just does it automatically. So for input X, I did my input based off of these three, my 3 factors. So input Y was my outside, my outcome, and input X was the 3 factors. So it automatically shows once I highlighted it. And then confidence level would be 95% based off the video. And then output range is where I would like to insert my data, my regression data. So I'm just gonna click over here just to paste it over here. And then I have to press OK. Okay, so because I made a mistake, so it shows me that it's an error. I would have to fix it. Oh my gosh, I made a mistake. So I'm just gonna enter it manually. D2. All the way to F, where my last factor is. And I just highlighted my outcome in green to F66. So now let's see if that'll work. And I wanna input my output range. I want it to be entered over here for my regression. So I'm just gonna put J, and I'll put 39. So I'm just gonna click OK. And then here's my output range. This will be my regression. And because it says variable 1, instead I just incorporated my factors. I just wrote them out. Factor 1, uninsured, factor 2. I just wrote it out. And then that's how I basically did it. And I'm just gonna erase it because it was an example. So that's what I did to get that. So I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you.